Philippines ambassador sends message to Alexandra Eala after her run in Dubai. Alexandra Eala's incredible rise up the WTA Tour rankings has earned her thousands of new tennis fans. Eala's Dubai run was ended by Coco Gauff, but she picked up impressive victories against Hailey Baptiste and Jasmine Paolini. The star has proven to be one of the star attractions of the sport over the last few months, with thousands of fans flocking to see her in Melbourne, Abu Dhabi, and Manila. After her incredible run of performances in 2026, she has received high praise from the Philippines ambassador. Alexandra Eala called an inspiration after her run in Dubai. Speaking to Gulf Today, the Philippines ambassador, Alfonso Ver, has heaped praise on the 20-year-old star. "We are immensely proud of Alex Eala and her incredible string of victories here in the UAE," he said after her quarter-final appearance. "Her grit, humility, and passion have captured the heart and admiration of every Filipino. These wins are not just for her, but the entire Filipino nation, and an inspiration that with dedication and faith, the Filipino spirit can shine anywhere in the world." Eala will next play Indian Wells for the first time in her career, and she will be seeded at the WTA 1000 tournament. The 20-year-old will then head to the Miami Open, which was the scene of her breakout tournament in 2025. The star picked up victories against Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, and Yelena Ostapenko, before her run was ended by Jessica Pegula. Alexandra Eala told she is exactly what tennis needs. Eala is garnering praise from every corner as she sits on the cusp of the top 20 of the WTA Tour rankings for the first time. Speaking on the Inside In Tennis podcast, former tennis professional and broadcaster Nico Pereira explained why he is such a huge fan of Eala. "This is exactly what tennis needs. Bring it on, you know, and for her, she travels with and plays as a local every week. Why not, you know? Good on her. I think that's just going to bring more people into tennis, particularly the women's game, and I'm excited for them and for her in particular. A lot of pressure with that comes with that. She handles it well." Eala currently holds a 9-6 win-loss record after her first tournaments of the season. Her run in Dubai was not merely about forehands and backhands. It was not only about rankings, statistics, or scorelines. It was about something far more resonant, the idea of a nation seeing itself in the arc of a tennis ball, suspended for a split second against the night sky. A rally heard across the islands. The Philippines is an archipelago of more than 7,000 islands, stitched together by language, memory, and shared hope. On those islands, basketball courts are crowded and boxing gyms hum with energy. Tennis courts, though fewer, carry their own kind of dream, quieter perhaps, but no less powerful. When Alexandra stepped onto the court in Dubai, she did so thousands of kilometers away from Manila's traffic and the hum of tricycles in provincial towns. Yet every serve seemed to travel back home. Each point she won felt like a small declaration: "We belong here too." Dubai, known for its soaring architecture and global stage, has become a crossroads for talent from every continent. For a young athlete from Southeast Asia to carve out a memorable run there is to send a signal, not just to opponents, but to history. It says that borders are smaller than belief. And as she battled through her matches, composure radiating beyond her years, messages began flooding social media feeds in the Philippines. Families gathered around televisions. Students refreshed live score apps between classes. Overseas Filipino workers in the Gulf region, many just a short drive from the tournament venue, felt an especially intimate pride. One of their own was competing, and thriving, in their adopted region. The message that crossed courts and continents. Then came a different kind of announcement, not shouted by commentators or flashed on the scoreboard, but delivered with diplomatic grace. The Philippine ambassador to the United Arab Emirates sent a public message to Alexandra Eala after her inspiring run in Dubai. It was a message of congratulations, yes, but also of gratitude. Gratitude for the discipline she displayed. Gratitude for the resilience she embodied. Gratitude for reminding Filipinos everywhere that excellence can grow from home soil and flourish anywhere in the world. Diplomatic messages are often formal, measured, and carefully worded. Yet this one felt personal. It recognized that sports, in their purest form, are a bridge between nations. An athlete competing abroad becomes more than a competitor, she becomes a cultural envoy, carrying the flag not in her hands, but in her heart. In a city as global as Dubai, where expatriates from nearly every country live and work side by side, such a performance resonates beyond national pride. It becomes a conversation starter, a shared celebration. It becomes a moment where a Filipino name is spoken with admiration in locker rooms and press rooms alike. More than a tournament. For Alexandra, the Dubai run was another chapter in a journey that has been unfolding since she first gripped a racket as a child. The discipline of tennis is relentless. It demands solitude. It demands repetition. It demands a relationship with failure as much as with victory. Every athlete learns that growth happens in unseen hours, in training sessions where no cameras are present, in recovery days when muscles ache, in quiet moments of self-doubt that must be met with louder belief. The ambassador's message acknowledged this unseen labor. It recognized that behind every public triumph is a private battle won. And perhaps that is what made the gesture meaningful. It was not simply a celebration of results. It was an affirmation of process. Representation in motion. When a Filipino athlete succeeds internationally, it carries a particular weight. The Philippines has long celebrated heroes who transcend sport, figures who inspire narratives of perseverance against odds. In tennis, a sport historically dominated by Western powerhouses, Southeast Asian representation has been rare. Alexandra's presence in high-level tournaments shifts perception. It expands possibility. It tells young girls practicing on humid courts in Quezon City or Cebu that their dreams are not unrealistic. Representation is not abstract. It is tangible. It looks like someone who shares your language, your heritage, your accent, stepping confidently into global arenas. And when the ambassador spoke, he was not only addressing Alexandra. He was speaking to every young Filipino who dares to imagine a path beyond the familiar. The power of words from home. Words matter. For athletes competing abroad, distance can be both liberating and isolating. They train far from family, celebrate victories without childhood friends in the stands, and process defeats in hotel rooms far from home. A message from a representative of your country, especially one stationed in the very nation where you compete, carries a symbolic embrace. It says, "You are not alone here." It says, "We see you." It says, "You carry us with you, and we are proud." In a tournament environment where margins are thin and pressure is constant, such affirmation can be grounding. It reminds athletes that their identity is larger than a single match.